Park for this replay of the Colts Challenge Cup final between St Helens and Wigan. The first match, of course, at Knowsley Road, ending in a 16-all draw. Let me very quickly go through the two teams. The St Helens team are out on the field at the moment. Number 1, Phil Price. Number 2, Sean Barrow. 3, Alan Burrows. 4, Danny McLaughlin. 5, Steve Geldard. 6, Mark Bailey. 7, John Rogers. 8, Adrian Garner. 9, Mark Lee. 10, Phil Southwood. 11, Ian Connolly. 12, Jimmy McCabe. And 13, Paul Jones. 2 subs today. Number 14, Paul Doherty. And number 15, Andy Lyon. Here come the Wigan side. I'll give you their team now. Number 1, Damien Gregory. 2, Steve McMenemy. 3, Richard Russell. 14, David Shaw. 5, Carl Buxton. 6, Craig Rogers. 7, Jeff Bimson. 8, Stephen Collins. 9, Martin Dermott. 10, Timmy Street. 11, Ian Lucas. 12, Jed Stasica. 13, Peter Sedgwick. And the 2 substitutes, number 14, Sean Edwards, and number 15, Andrew Collier. Wigan hoping for their second success in this Colts Challenge Cup final. They won the inaugural final in 1976 when they beat Hull KR 24-12. Both teams had a difficult path to today's final replay. St Helens beat Hull 17-10, Huddersfield 40 points to 10, and the big one in the semi-final, Hull KR 24 points to 4. Wigan played Lee, York and Featherstone on their way to the final. Both the Wigan side there having their pre-match conflab. We're just waiting for the officials. Today's referee is Mr. S.W. Cross. Touch judges W. Hart and S.R. Critchley. The Wigan side this afternoon reinforced by 1 or 2 players who were unavailable for the first match at Knowsley Road. I would think they start basically as favourites today. It's quite a big crowd here at Central Park today. The onus is very much on Wigan. St Helens team in the blue jerseys with the red and white V. 1 or 2 players here with first team experience. Mark Bailey in particular. Willard the Wisp stand-off half. Bernard Dwyer not playing for the Saints today due to suspension. Saints captain there, number 11, Ian Connolly. And Wigan captain, very familiar to first team rugby fans, the hooker Martin Dermott. Connolly urging his side for maximum effort this first period. The summariser for this first half, Ron Hoof. Ball kicked off deep into the Wigan 25. And Sedgwick. Steve Geldard Being spoken to by the referee, Captain Connolly called over. So the first penalty of the afternoon to Wigan. Skipper Connolly wanting his defensive line solid right from the start. Collins of Wigan driving in, met by 3 determined Saints tacklers. Dermot. Street tries to get the ball out. Ball goes to ground. This will be the first scrum of the proceedings. Tim Street, who had an excellent game in the drawn final. Wigan have it against the head. Bimpson, this artful dodger of a scrum half. Street again. Well run this lad Street, expecting to be at the hub of every move today for Wigan.
Yes, Alex, I didn't see the drawn final, but he had an excellent game in the Lancashire versus Yorkshire Colts. Really aggressive fellow.
This is Buxton now for Wigan, trying to find touch, the second penalty. And that's a good kick. Dermot with the tap. Wigan forwards. That's Timmy Street driving in. Wigan looking to play this ball to the right. That's number 12 there, Jed Stazika. A determined run, Saints tackling, holding up so far. Rogers. Ian Lucas. It's Richard Russell, another of these Wigan Colts with first-team experience. And the third penalty given to Wigan there. Holding down in the tackle. And it looks as though Buxton will once again find touch. Dermot with the tap. Big number 10, Street. Saints forwards have got to make sure this lad Street doesn't part with the ball in the tackle. It's Rogers. Rogers jinking through. Well held there by Jimmy McCabe for Saints. Dermot. Rogers. That's David Shaw. Had such a good game in the recent Roses Colts fixture at Knowsley Road. Street showing up well in these early stages. Wigan will look to swing this ball wide, but there's an error. Referee signals play on. The Saints looking to consolidate. Not had much of the ball so far. Well held by loose forward Jones. Difficult pass. Handled it extremely well. And Connolly. Very determined, this Saints skipper. Bailey. Referee signals play on. Bailey tries to jink his way through. McCabe. It's the big number 10, Phil Southwood. A very solid prop forward, this lad. That's Johnny Rogers. Scrum half with a very famous name, Mark Bailey. Well, Mr. Cross, nothing else but consistent there. We're holding down in the tackle. The kick by Mark Lee, successfully finding touch. That's Saints looking to play the ball wide on the first tackle. Very encouraging sign. They want to play some open football. Connolly. Lucas deals with him, no uncertain terms. Lee. The ball goes to ground. Sedgwick. Number 6, Craig Rogers for Wigan. Sedgwick. Bimpson. Timmy Street. Street makes the break. Where's the support? Dermot. Dermot's men outside him, but the ball goes to ground. Well, Ron. The linesman's on here. Bit of ill feeling between Street, and it looks like Jimmy McCabe. Well, Jimmy McCabe being restrained there. Nobody likes to see ill feeling in a match of this nature, although the tension must be very, very high. Well, Ron, a clear chance for Wigan there.
Yes, brilliant break there again, as you say, Alex by Street, fed out, and but the final ball went into touch, and then that little fracas. But the referee's having a chat to him now, and a free kick to Saints.
Yes, the penalty goes to St Helens there. Now, perhaps the Saints a chance to show what they're capable of. Number 7, Rogers. Connolly drives in once again. Likes to lead by example, this lad. Lee. The run around southward. Rogers, Lee again on the pivot. Swings it to Bailey. That's Alan Burrows. Good ball to Sean Barrow. Unfortunately, the ball's into touch. Encouraging signs there by the Saints. It's Wigan with the put-in. Well, referee Cross penalises the St Helens forwards for use of head in the scrum, presumably. Buxton. Now we'll try and find touch for Wigan. It's an absolute monster. Great kick there by Buxton. Quite an encouraging crowd here today at Central Park. Expecting a lot of this Wigan Colts team. All we need now is a ball. Now we have 2. It's young Martin Dermot to restart play. That's Collins, big burly number 8 for the Riversiders. Timmy Street looking to get his pass away. Bimpson. Good rugby by Wigan this. Equally good tackling by the Saints. This Bimpson again, this scrum half to Russell. Well held by 3 St Helens players. Stasica. Sedgwick. This is McMenemy. The lofted pass there. Number 3, Richard Russell. Bimpson. Rogers. Dermot. Referee Cross, no option there but to signal the knock-on. This will be Johnny Rogers to put in for St Helens. And he has it. Burrows, well tackled. And Street tackling hard for Wigan. It's Bailey. Out to Connolly. Looks as though Mark Lee will be used as the pivot. Southwood. Garner. Well, Ian Lucas, who's of course had first team experience with Wigan this season, pulled out by referee Cross for something untoward. Lee boots into touch. Rogers, Lee, Southwood, Connolly. Connolly well held. Lucas and Sedgwick there. Very keen in the tackle. That's Lee trying to force his way through. Johnny Rogers, Southwood, Bailey. A lot of first team experience this past season, Mark Bailey. It's Garner. Lee. Rogers with the attempted drop. Dermot somewhat in the way there, but the Saints tacklers do their job. It's Phil Price, the Saints fullback, up in the line. Once again, the tackling is good. Solid and in numbers. Referee watching this line for offside most keenly. Price to field for the Saints. The Wigan tacklers are here. Gets it away. Jimmy McCabe acting halfback. Bailey. Now to Jones. Big future predicted for this boy, Jones. From Lee East. Southwood. Southwood to McCabe. Lee goes on the blind side. Burrows. Vigorously grounded there by the Wigan tacklers. Lee. Lee showing the ball, the short ball. Barrow, oh, he's lost it. Well, promising signs of success here for the Saints. Now Wigan have it, trying to drive out of their own 25. Solid tackle by Jimmy McCabe. Saints forwards continuing to tackle in numbers. Wigan swing it down the line. This is good rugby. Oh, he tried to pass the ball out. Referee's not seen it. Play on. It was Lucas for Wigan. Timmy Street. 6 tackle. Rogers tries to clear his lines. To Phil Price, it's a difficult bouncing ball. Shaw. Classy centre for Wigan. Wigan tacklers up very zealously. Southwood. A very solid figure of Southwood. You get the feeling that both sides sounding themselves out. Barrow takes it very well, but unfortunately puts foot in touch. Well, Ron, do you get the impression that both sides are feeling each other out in this early stage?
Yes, Alex, very evenly matched so far. I think we're going to have had most of the possession, but they're about equal up to now. Just had a scrum down there, he just penalised Wigan, so free kick to Saints, Mark Lee to kick to touch.
It's well kept in, got to find touch with these free kicks. Gregory. The attempted tackle of Mark Lee. Collins. Beautiful day here for rugby at Wigan today. Wigan down the line, 3 against 3. That's the initial break. They've numbers here. That's good rugby by Wigan. Now the number 2 McMenemy. Price misses the tackle. McMenemy's still going. Well, Wigan set up here. Rogers, Sedgwick. They're running out of numbers here. Long ball by Dermot. The defence does its job. Working the blind side, Sedgwick comes inside. Dermot. Bimson can't get away. Good tackle by Paul Jones. Recently had first team experience with the Saints. Attempted drop goal. And the ball goes dead. It'll be a tap on the 25. Mark Lee to take. McCabe, the victim of quite a solid tackle by the Wigan forwards. Mark Lee. Both sides of excellent 3 quarters. Lee with a long ball, but Barrow was well marked. Saints penned in at the moment. Well, the referee signals play on, wipes the slate clean. That's Sean Barrow who retrieved for the Saints. Connolly. Another penalty kick to St Helens. We're offside there. Wigan players very, very keen at the play the ball situation. That's much better from Mark Lee, finding touch, setting the Saints up. Johnny Rogers with the tap to Lee. Rogers on the dummy run around to Southwood. Saints playing the ball left. Lee at the hub of everything. Tackling solid from these Wigan forwards so far. Rogers, Lee, what a combination this is. Bailey, what a great tackle by fullback Gregory. Excellent player, this lad Gregory. Once again, the referee, Mr. Cross, penalises Wigan for an offence at the play of the ball. And Phil Price looks as though he'll be coming up to take a kick at goal. Well, Ron, he's been very keen about offences on the play of the ball, Mr. Cross.
He'd be very, in my opinion, he'd be very keen in certain times. I mean, some of the Wigan tackling's been very ferocious. I mean, especially this number 11, Lucas, he's been going in right, left and centre. But, he was just a bit keen then. I didn't see what had happened quite clearly. It looked as though Mark Bailey had lost the ball, and he intimated that Damien Gregory had gone over the top for it and awarded us a penalty. And as you say, I think it's Phil Price lining up to take the kick.
Phil Price saving the first game. Be a handy 2 points to have. Not many chances to get on the score sheet so far. Mind you, it's early days. Just about 20 minutes played. Little round the corner kick. Price opens the Saints' account, so 2 points to 0. Very determined words of advice from the bench to the St Helens team. So they're all very determined to do well this afternoon. And it's thrown rather recklessly back. Southwood. Can't afford any silly mistakes in your own 25. Especially with these Wigan tacklers waiting for any possible mistake. Safety first is the key. Bailey. Well, Bailey to Jones. Referee gives the forward pass. No doubt whatsoever there. This could be vital possession from Wigan. Chance to get these backs underway. The move from the scrum was confused, to say the least. The ball goes to ground. Ron, that's got to be a chance lost for Wigan.
Well, he fed the scrum anyway. It went in second row, but he didn't penalise him. But they got the ball, and that was it. As you say, I suppose a missed chance.
Well, the Saints have it, much to the oohs and ahs of the crowd. Mark Bailey jinking, sidestepping his way down the middle. Very solid tackle by Stephen Collins. It's Jimmy McCabe trying to break through the Wigan line. Danny McLaughlin. Charge down, offside. Well, the Wigan supporters didn't like that one. Street leaves the ball for the Saints player. Doubtless to say it'll be Mark Lee to try and find touch. Slow hand clap reverberates around Central Park. Well, Mr. Cross not going down too well with this crowd. Quite a sizable crowd, as I've said. It's the big number 8, Garner. Taking three Wigan tacklers. Rogers acting halfback. Rogers to Lee. Southwood. Connolly. Mark Bailey acting halfback. And that's Lee. It's Jones. Referee Cross making sure the Wigan line stays onside. Southwood. It's McLaughlin. Took it well. And it's the last tackle. What options have Saints got here? Mark Lee hoists the ball. A long way, not very far. Bailey's in. And one or two others. Saints tackling Keane. It's Southwood. It's this street now. His men outside him. It's Sedgwick bouncing off one. Southwood again in with a tackle. This is Mark Lee. Hauls his man down. A clearing kick by Craig Rogers, this time to the left. This is Sean Barrow. Throws one away. Ankle tapped, still on his feet. Then we can say the Wigan defenders eventually made sure that Barrow was brought to ground. No quarter asked or given in this game so far. Gaps very hard to come by, the tackling so fierce. The crowd very appreciative of this Wigan tackling so far. Well, a chance for McLaughlin there, Ron.
Yes, a missed chance though. You can tell there's a lot at stake today, Alex. The tackling is really ferocious. Nothing given at all. Scrum down now here, as we say. Ball went into touch.
Bimpson to put in for Wigan. Saints have it. It's a good possession. Mark Bailey beats his opposite number. Beats a loose forward. The support's here for the Saints. Well, promising move by Saints, and the numbers are still here. Lee. Alan Burrows. The ball's still alive. The referee Cross gives the forward pass. It's Bimson to feed the scrum for Wigan. Not literally, of course. Saints have it. Bimson retrieves with some speed. Collins. One or two of these Saints forwards will do well to keep up this tackling stint. Sedgwick. Number 3, Richard Russell. Played before bigger crowds than this season, this Russell. Street, the danger man in my opinion for Wigan. 3 challenges. Street plays the ball inside. Sedgwick now. Sedgwick, Street again. This is promising for Wigan. Street with a superb ball inside to Lucas. Well, Richard Russell, a superb tackle. A superb tackle by Southwood. Southwood has tackled tremendously so far for Saints. A potentially try-saving tackle there. Well, Carl Buxton, no surprise, will take advantage of the penalty to try and equalise the scores. Well, Ron, this lad Street, once again, arguably Wigan's most impressive forward.
Well, brilliant there, Alex. Brilliant this Street. No danger. Brought through 2 and 3 tackles there. Came back again to get the ball again. Fed on to Richard Russell, and he was brought down, and the referee ruled that they was held down in the tackle. They wouldn't allow him to get up and play the ball. As we say, Carl Buxton here to try and to convert this penalty, which he sends to the left of the posts.
Sean Barrow retrieves for the Saints. Chance lost for Wigan. Points are going to be vital today. What we've seen. We're still within the first half hour of play. It's tough, it's fierce. Saints are leading 2-0. Connolly doing his utmost to try and drive out of the 25. Lee with a somewhat hurried attempted clearance. Did well to retrieve. Referee Cross wipes the slate clean. Once again, the tackling by the Wigan forwards, fierce. It's Bailey. Southwood. Saints looking to clearing out of their own 25. Jones. Bailey acting halfback. Lee showing the ball. Wigan have it. Steve Geldard failing to hold it. This is Rogers. Number 12, Stazika. Jimmy McCabe has him. Puts him to ground. Now it's Martin Dermott. Street, the danger man. And the ball's lost. Street retrieves. Referee Cross rules a knock-on. No argument there, I don't think. Very few chances in this game so far. Both teams have tried to miss the centres out. But of course the ball hasn't been taken. Saints are penalised for feeding the scrum. Can't go for goal, of course. Finds touch successfully. This is a big chance for Wigan now. Russell with the tap. Big number 8 Collins. Tackling's hard and fierce in threes. Dermot again. Street's well held there. Dermot again. Bimpson to Rogers. Bimpson. Sedgwick driven into the ground. Lucas trying to keep the ball alive. Good tackling by the Saints, this. Street. Bimpson goes inside. That's Gregory. Can Saints keep up this remarkable tackling stint? Well, Rogers, an attempted drop goal. Never got underneath it to any degree. Lee to Southwood, this willing workhorse for Saints this afternoon. Lee again. McCabe, gaps few and far between. Connolly. And that's Russell there with a rather aggressive tackle. Referee Cross has a word. Can't think why. Go without his head. The penalty to the Saints. Lee finds touch successfully. Chance now for the Saints to break the deadlock, although don't forget they've still got the lead. Number 12, Jimmy McCabe. You get the feeling for both sides, if these backs can be put away, there's points on the board. Southwood having a tremendous game. Johnny Rogers. Mark Lee gets in his way. Mark Bailey. Jones breaks through. Mark Bailey again. McCabe. The tackling's adequate. Saints are well set up here. A try before half-time would be nice. Bailey to Southwood. Southwood the short one to Connolly. The tackles come in once again. We're on the last tackle. Lee. Well, if you're in that position, you're on the last tackle, why not get something out of it? Saints get the extra point. Drop goal by Mark Lee. Accusations of walking about from the Wigan bench. As you come here at Central Park, there's a notice, nobody should walk on the pitch. Well, Wigan in the shape of Rogers boot the ball down. That's Johnny Rogers. No relation to the famous Huddersfield player of the 20s. Connolly. Tacklers up very quickly once again. Lee working the blind side. Well, that would have been a good ball. Mark Lee working the blind side. Pops it out there to Steve Geldard. Referee waves play on Bailey now. It's going to be an individual effort. The tackle by Gregory was superb. Southwood. Where are the runners? Jones. Lee again. Well, unsuccessful by Mark Lee. Encouraging signs that Saints could make inroads. through this Wigan defence. One or two occasions the Saints third quarter looked dangerous. Mark Bailey there on a hiding to nothing, no support at all. 3-4 Wigan tacklers zoning in on him. That's Timmy Street. Trying to surge his way through. Dermot. Saints tackling does its job. It's Jimmy McCabe. Street acting halfback. Wigan have a line out here. They are measured with their passing. That's the number 12, Stasica, Jed Stasica. Cedric acting halfback. Rogers, a superb chip through. Can he follow it? No, the Saints defender picks it up. That's Phil Price. Well, anything to try and break down the defence. Is the order of the day here. Neat little chip kick. Mark Lee to Connolly. Well tackled by Stephen Collins. Mark Bailey looking to at the blind side. Goes inside to Mark Lee. Southwood. Lucas and Street. In with the tackle. Johnny Rogers. Mark Lee. Burrows trying to get the ball away. Lee finds touch. It got a touch from a Wigan player. John Rogers with the put-in. And they have it. Bailey. Price. Well, Saints had a line out then. Young Burrows. Burrows, Johnny Rogers. Mark Bailey in support. That's Danny McLaughlin. Bailey, Lee. Jones. Now Jimmy McCabe acting halfback to Lee. Southwood tries to get it away. Lee to Garner. Lee, this is better from the Saints. There's numbers here. Connolly to Jones. Well held. Well held. The tackle came in straight away. Well, promising signs last couple of minutes from the Saints, Ron.
Yes, good bit of adventurous play there, Alex, by Saints. Unlucky, not afraid to throw the ball about, but unfortunately the last pass went to ground and a Wigan player scooped it up.
Lack of numbers really the problem for the Saints. Number 12, Jimmy McCabe in rather vigorously. And Timmy Street reacted there. The end result, unfortunately, is a penalty to St Helens. Well, won't be long before we have a slow hand clap once again at this rate. The end product, the end result is that Phil Price will try a kick at goal. Be a good one if he gets it. Saints looking to increase their lead just before half-time. Welcome points. It'll be a tall order, but this lad Price is more than capable. No. Short and lack direction. Well, this is where Saints want this Wigan team in their own 25. Mark Bailey well in with the tackle on Stasica. Referee referee Cross looking for possible offences in the tackle. Collins. Well, he finds one there. And that's Alan Burrows. Defending in the tackle. We're going to have the penalty. Well, the Saints defence has done its job so far. Can it hold out? Wigan desperate for points at this stage. The big number 8, Stephen Collins. Not quick enough there to play the ball. And the Saints boot did its job. This is Jeff Bimson, or rather John Rogers, to put the ball into the scrum. Mr. Cross penalises the Saints twice over there. Rather stupid play by the St Helens team there. Once for the loose arm in the scrum, and the second for opening the mouth. The unwise thing to do, especially in a cup final. And Buxton goes for touch. Very, very close to the end of this first half. Wigan desperate to put some points on the board. Street, first man in, looking to suck the St Helens forwards in. Well, it had to be Street. They've not supported him. When they do, they get a very, very important try, courtesy of Martin Dermott. Street, for me, Ron, the most outstanding Wigan forward. They've not backed him up to any degree.
Well, to be quite honest, Alex, it's the first time they've really got near our line, but good play by Wigan in injury time in this first half. We must add, he elected to take the tap penalty off the double penalised Saints there, and Street played the ball, drove forward, fed it on to Dermott. He had to stretch for it, but a good try by Dermott, puts Wigan in the lead now, 4 points to 3, with Buxton to attempt this conversion.
Well, the Saints bench, to put it mildly, won't be very happy with that situation. The kick unsuccessful, but a good effort. Now that just shows how close the Saints were to holding that 3-point lead. I don't like to be a fly on this dressing room wall at half-time. Saints have squandered that 3 points lead, really.
Colts, a Challenge Cup final replay. They scored at half-time, 4 points to 3 for Wigan. Wigan just edging in the lead in 2.5 minutes of injury time by a Dermott try. Both Wigan substitutes on now. Sean Edwards and Andrew Collier. Edwards for Shaw and Collier for Stasica. Sean Edwards to kick off now. We can keep kicking deep into Saints half. Saints driving forward now. Jimmy McCabe driving forward, taken back by a bit of heavy tackle with Ian Lucas. Saints moving it left now. Jones trying to burst through. Mark Lee acting half back, swings it left to Johnny Rogers. Ball loose again, out to Mark Lee. Mark Lee running forward. McLaughlin, Mark Bailey. Saints lose the ball, scoops up by Wigan. Wigan on attack here now. Throws the ball out to Carl Buxton. Carl Buxton going forward. 20 yards from Saints line. Wigan on the attack. Street driving forward, taken down by 3 Saints tacklers. Wigan moving the ball right. Sean Edwards. Wigan being pushed back by this Saints tackling. McDermott to Sean Edwards. Big Collins there to take the ball. Moving it out. Dermott looking for the gap, trying to get through, just can't get through. Tattle down, still going. Oh, he's played the ball. Referee must have made him play the ball. Sedgwick kicks forward, kicks to the corner. Saints scoop it up. Steve Geldard comes away with it. Saints moving it right now. Trying to get out to their own 25-yard line. Lee, as ever, acting half-back. On to Phil Salford. Lee again to Ian Connolly. Looking for the way through. Last tackle now. Saints kick up field. The help of this wind, rather strong wind today. Cal Buxton to retrieve. Mark Bailey in for the first tackle. Well tackled by Mark Bailey with the assistance of Alan Burrows. Sean Edwards acting half-back, moving the ball left. Well dumped down there by Mark Bailey. And Saints penalised for offside. They play the ball, much to the appreciation of the Wigan crowd. Wigan undecided what to do. After a conflab in the middle, they decide that they're going to kick for touch. Oh, unlucky there. Unlucky young Burrows. Took the ball, but unfortunately stepped into touch. Wigan play the ball now. Dermott onto big forward Collins. Driving forward. Really giant prop, this lad. Wigan now to Street. Wigan trying to drive forward. Saints tackling equally up to it. Superb tackling. Dermott up to Brimson. And again to Lucas. Wigan in support. Richard Russell bringing the ball out again. Playing the ball. Looks a bit like offside to me. But referee lets it go on. Out to Edwards. And just bundled into touch. Referee rules the knock on. Scrum down now, about 5 yards from Saints line. Saints to feed the scrum. One against the head. Out Wigan side to Sean Edwards. Loop into Richard Russell, but good tackling by Saints. Brilliant tackling there. Wigan on the attack now. That's a Dermott, long ball over here, must be in at the corner. Yes, McMenemy in at the corner. Bit of attack by Wigan, and it paid off there. Well, Alex, good play by Wigan.
Well, Martin Dermott has been looking for this long cut-out ball all game. That was the ideal opportunity for him to use it. Wigan did so with deadly effect, and that's Steve McMenemy further increasing their lead. That's their second try. Sean Edwards, it must be said, using the benefit of his experience on this Wigan side so far, telling them where to go, what to do. Good ball, one from the scrum as well, Ron.
Yes, one against the head, Alex, as we say, and Edwards, as ever, prompting, as you say, with the first team experience. Ball came across, and Wigan go over for a try in the corner. Carl Buxton to attempt to convert McMenemy's try. Be a hard, difficult kick against the wind, right from the touchline, and never even gets off the ground. 8 points to 3 now in Wigan's favour. Saints to kick off. Price kicks downfield. Wigan driving forward now. Collie to play the ball. Edge out to big prop Collins. Sean Edwards, little chip kick. Saints line up. Good play by Edwards. Edwards could see the chink in the Saints' armour. Saints defence well up. Little chip kick, and Wigan still on the attack. Out to Timmy Street. Timmy Street trying to drive forward. Looking for the gap. There's Damien Gregory up in support. Gregory going on his own. Just can't beat the man. The ball out. Still Wigan ball. Dermot still in possession. Sedgwick on the attack. Back to Sean Edwards. Looking for the way through. Feeds the ball out to Richard Russell. Still Wigan still on the attack. Back to Damien Gregory again. And back to Dermot. And Wigan in for a try. Well, a brilliant try there. A brilliant try by Wigan. Good team play there, Alex.
Yes, Ron, we were saying before about Sean Edwards. I put that try down to his influence on this game so far in this second half. He's prompted. He's had players running off him. And once again, it's Dermot. Well, that could be the straw that broke the Saints' back. The third Wigan try. This Wigan side did very well to keep the ball alive. And Buxton just wide of the mark. So 3 tries, all of them unconverted, Ron.
Yes, the score 12 points to 3 at present. Unsuccessful conversion there by Carl Buxton. Wigan guns certainly coming out this second half. 8 points in the shape of 2 tries in the first 8.5 minutes. Saints bringing on a substitute now. Andy Lyon coming on for McCabe. And the other substitute, Paul Doherty, coming on for Bimson, I think it is. Coming on for Rogers, I beg your pardon. We're getting possession, driving forward now. Out to Sean Edwards. Long ball to Richard Russell. Into Collier. Andy Lyon in first. Both substitutes in there at the tackle. Lyon in again. Sean Edwards acting half-back. With a long pass there. Out to Timmy Street. Paul Doherty in there. Bringing Timmy Street out there for something he's done there, pulling the opposition's hair in the tackle. Referee's warned him. He does it again. He's down the tunnel.
You have difficulty pulling my hair, Ron.
Well, he's somebody to talk this Street. I mean, he was dishing it out in the first half in one tackle there with the Saints. He was trying to pull one of Saints players' nose off. And I mean, trying to pull it off. So he's somebody to talk. Anyway, Saints have the free kick. Saints on the attack now. To Southwood. Short ball to Jones. Mark Bailey acting half-back. No, Mark Lee acting half-back. Shoves Bailey away. Out to Paul Doherty. Paul Doherty on the 25-yard line now. Saints have got to attack this line. Out to Mark Lee, to Mark Bailey. Mark Bailey trying to go on his own. Richard Russell just with the final tackle brings him down. Mark Lee acting half-back. Saints bring it right. Lyon. Southwood again, acting half-back to Paul Doherty. Little chip kick, Paul Doherty. Taking off the ball there, number 7. As he gets shut to the ball. The referee doesn't see it, tells him to get up. Anyway, 25-yard tap out now to Wigan. Begin to play the ball now. Got to substitute Andrew Collier. They lose the ball at the first tackle, scooped up by Paul Doherty. Saints with the ball now. McCabe in possession, brings it left to Big Erner. Erner driving forward over the 25-yard line. Saints with the ball now. Mark Lee acting half-back, bringing it right to Paul Doherty. To Jones. Jones driving forward, still going forward. Mark Lee acting half-back now. Going to bring this ball right to Paul Doherty. Oh, to Lyon. Lyon drops the ball. Off his knee. Knock on. Scrum down now. Bimson to feed this scrum. Wigan possession. Short ball up Edwards to Damien Gregory in support. Back to Edwards now. Wigan in possession. Back to Edwards. Good tackle by Mark Bailey on this Edwards. You've got to be on him like a ton of bricks. He's the kingpin now. Wigan in possession, trying to drive forward. Up to Timmy Street, driving it across. Throws it out Street. Dropped on by Bimson. Bimson driving forward. Sees the gap. Well tackled there by Danny McLaughlin. Richard Russell out to Sean Edwards. Kicks upfield. Good kick for touch, yes. Gains a good 30 or 40 yards there. Inside Saints half now. Scrum down. Mark Bailey now gone to act in scrum half. Salford for Saints just having a little bit of treatment there. Okay now, back in the scrum. Mark Bailey to feed this scrum. Wigan win the ball. Richard Russell looking to get the ball out with a tackle by Saints. Edwards to Street. Street driving forward. Tackled by Danny McLaughlin and Lyon. Dermot to Sedgwick. Sedgwick brings it out to Bimson, to Sean Edwards. Short ball to Lucas Durr, but he gives the longish pass to Andrew Collier. Lucas acting half-back, bringing it right to Sean Edwards. Kicked through again by Edwards. Gaining ground again.